Alright, I've tried recording this video like 4 times, but I'm gonna just, because I can't think of what to talk about. I can't think of a video to make, but it's because my thoughts are always like, yo, what's the point of anything, bro? Like, what's the point of anything? Like, why am I gonna, nah, that sounds bad, but like, it's not that bad though. Like, there's a point to everything, and that's the thing. Like, the sun's coming out again, like right now. There's a point to everything. Like, you can literally find meaning, joy, happiness in anything, and you also find, like, sadness, despair in anything, in any situation. It's up to you to decide like how you're gonna feel. But like, it really is though, but it's really not, because you just feel how you feel. We're just living, bro. So like, this free will, is there free will, or is it just fate? Because like, if the world is pushing things onto me and I'm feeling how I feel, like I'm not even getting a chance to react, is that free will? And but like, I have a choice. You still have a choice in the split second that things are happening to you to process. But like, we do some of that subconsciously though, because technically we are processing it. So there's a subconscious, there's the conscious mind, there's free will, um there's free will, and there's fate, you know. God dictated everything. There's a story being played out. This is all a simulation. Or we're actually all free to create our reality. We are all our own demigods, being influenced by the outer gods in Elden Ring. We're all being influenced by things. We're all, sort of gods in this planet, creating what we want to do. And like, we got massive skyscrapers everywhere, bro. Like, you're telling me that's what these guys that's what these guys thought of? Skyscrapers? I mean, it's kind of cool though when you think about it. All these buildings, not the buildings, only the skyscrapers. Like, bro, in a cool, like, my world, I would be like, yo, let's use this infinite potential, bro. This infinite potential that like nothing matters and we can do whatever we want, because everything we do actually does matter. And if I build something, if I put a piece on top of another piece, if I put two things together and I put more things together, it will, become something. So everything you do actually does matter. So there is a point to everything, because it's whatever you create, whatever you make it. But yeah, I guess in this video, I'm just trying to spread knowledge and wisdom, because then with that you can do more. Theoretically, like, bruh. But like, what's the point of me making this video though? Like, what if it gets 0 views? And like, but that's already happened to me though, which is why I'm like, there is a point, because if one person watches it, if it would be more worth it than 0, obviously. But like, if one person watches it, that's a massive impact. That's one human being I'm impacting in whatever way, hopefully positive, because that's all I'm really trying to be, is just positive. Because like, what's the point? But that's the thing. Like, you might become sad from watching my videos. You might become happy, because I'm just gonna speak on everything. Like, what's the point of working? Like, what's the point of like my generation, bro? Why did we go to school? Oh, why aren't you doing your homework? Why aren't you going to work? Why aren't you studying? Why aren't you um why aren't you being a slave to the matrix? Okay, fine, I'll go to school. Fine, I'll get a job. Fine, I will chase my dreams. Fine, I'll work hard. Then boom. We're about to be living in Arc Raiders in real life, bro. We got nukes, bro. They got the nukes. Nah, I'm chilling. They don't got nukes, bro. It's all a psyop, bro. Like, bro, they've been saying they're gonna do something for a while, bro. They've been saying the world's gonna end since the beginning of time. People have been despairing. People have been going through abuse, despair, joy, happiness, peace. But like the bad stuff, the fear has been going on for the last 2026 years. Matter of fact, longer than that. Because bro, we that's when we know, like, we don't even know if that's real. That's the time we've tracked. But like, dinosaurs, if they're real, I believe in dinosaurs. There's probably some aliens back in the day, you know, before the media wiped them out. They were going through hardship, they were going through duality, they were going through everything. So like there's always gonna be good and evil on this planet. Harsh reality check, guys. There's some meanies, there's some baddies. But like the thing is though, like some bad people are actually not trying to be bad. They're just that's all they know. And some good people are not even trying to be good. That's just all they know. Does that make them good, or are they just being dictated by fate? And like, is it their free will? It doesn't even matter. Does it even matter what is dictating their actions? Because all that exists is the action, you know. So, but that's not true though, because there is more than just the actions. There's more than the physical reality. There's more than just what I say. There's the energy behind it. There is my thoughts behind it, my intentions. So there's way more than just the physical reality of me saying something and me doing something, you know? That's why I can never just judge people for like anything, bro. Unless you're like messing with me or something. Then I don't care. But like, yeah, bro, like everyone's going through something, and everyone has a backstory. But like this is obvious. Like this is some like 5-year-old girl sleepover chat, you know? The duality of nature. That's what the girls talked about in the sleepovers when they were like 11 years old, you know what I mean? So like low key I'm just like yapping for no reason. I'm out here sitting on the log for no reason. Because like you guys probably know everything I'm talking about, because the internet has been alive and existing for a long time. But like, you know, I want my piece in the puzzle, and I want to help people with their pieces in the puzzle, because like, bruh, like we have this earth to just like live, and sometimes I forget I'm real, bro. I forget I'm real sometimes, because like I'll just be too busy, you know, consuming stuff, I guess. You know, like literally just consuming stuff. But like, yeah, like at one point am I gonna like create something? At what point are you gonna create something and just ignore all of the outside noise and just create something for yourself and, you know, for people you love? And I love everyone watching this video. Even if you hate me because you still watched the video, like even if they didn't watch to this point, I still love them because they clicked on the video and gave me a view. But like, yeah, maybe if they drop a hateful comment, then like it's just more neutral. But like, everything's positive, everything's negative, bro. So I'm saying, like, just live your life, I guess. Just live your life and go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Because end of the day, bro, you got one life. And bro, I'm forgetting we got one life, bro. And like low key, sometimes I be spending too much time thinking, what is the point? But like the point is to just, there is no point. But that makes everything the point. The point is everything, every small moment maybe. Like this present moment. What if in this present moment I will experience something beautiful? But like right now, I'm like in a very dull moment. But like in the future, I can experience like something, and an experience filled with love, filled with like joy. But like right now, it seems like that's so far away. But it could happen right now in the present moment, where like someone comes up to me and starts talking, like, and become friends. But like, or I could go on and come here for like a month, 2 months. I could come back to this spot. I'm gonna spit out my gum. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't care if my mouth looks weird. I have gum, but whatever. But yeah, I could come back to this spot for 30 days, 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, 90 days, a year, and no one ever comes up to me. And on 1 year and 2 days, my wife comes up to me and she's like, yo, I've actually been waiting. I'm so delusional. I'm actually so delusional, bro. But like, why would you not be delusional? Like, that's the only answer, bro. Like, only way I'm able to create this video is by being delusional and thinking I can do whatever I want, because that's honestly what I choose to believe, and not now that's true. I'm doing whatever I want right now. But like, when I think, oh, I don't know if I can do that, then the reality is I don't know if I can do that, and I don't do that because I don't know, or I don't think I can because I'm doubting myself. Thinking like not knowing is, you can't not know and know. You can't not know and know. You can't believe and like not know that you believe. You gotta like just know. Like, and then sometimes the outside circumstances make it really hard to believe, know, have faith in like the fact that the fact that there is a point to like everything. There's a point to everything, and like there's a chance for like, you know, the circumstances to change in the present moment. Because like, if you think about the future all the time, like you like bro, in the future, like if I tell you it's gonna get better in the future, if someone tells me that, I'm like, yeah, but like right now it's really bad, and like the foreseeable future for this set amount of time, it seems like it's gonna be bad. So like, I don't really understand how you're gonna tell me it's gonna get better. But like, the thing is though, like you really don't know, and like you think you know, but like you really don't know, and like you think you don't know, but like you actually do know that it will get better. You know what I mean? That's bars. That's bars. Like, you really think you know how bad it can get, but you really don't know how bad it could get. And you think you know how good it's gonna be. You think you know the max of how good your life could possibly be, but you've really never experienced the height of your life. You probably haven't even experienced the most joyful moment yet, bro. Because I really think there's gonna be lots of, you know, bro, we all live in different time, we all live different lives, but like, there's gonna be some like heightened experiences soon, you know? Because like, for me, I've been living in very dull moments, and I'm ready to like just live and do what I want to do, because having joyful experiences, having a present moment where like you really are like just living and you feel alive. Because bro, sometimes I just don't feel alive, and I'm like, I don't feel alive. I don't think I'm gonna feel alive for the foreseeable future. But like, you can change that. You have the power to change that too. I forgot to mention that. It sucks, I haven't mentioned it until now. But like, you have the power to change your life and the people around you as well. You have so much power, bro. You have so much power to change people's lives. You have powers to become someone, become anything, achieve anything, do whatever you put your mind to, no cap. So yeah, like, what's the point? Bro, the point is, bro, I already answered that. I already tried answering that. Like, when I say that, I'm like, what can I even say? But like, then they can say anything. You can say anything. See, it's back to duality again, bro. It's so annoying. But like, it's not though. It's actually beautiful. Cause like, the duality really doesn't even exist. Like, oh, like, what's the point? What's the point? Oh, the point is this. It's this and that. Oh, that doesn't. There's no point. Oh, but everything's so good. Nah, but this. But the thing is though, like, none of these perspectives even really exist in reality, because in reality, all we have is the present moment and what's going on in front of us. You know, all we have is like what's going on in front of us. I'm just looking at the water, the scenery, and my present reality, which is I get to go for a walk and create this video, and I'll be happy in that, you know? Like, I created this moment though. And like, if you go and do whatever you want to do, you're creating that moment. But like, when you're kind of just like laying back and letting life kind of just happen to you, you're not really thinking about your own life. You're just, you know, you're not even thinking about your own life, bro. That's crazy. Like, that's me though. Sometimes that's me. But like, time's up for that. No cap. Like, what's the point? Bro, the point is, whatever you want it to be. No cap ski on a G stack. No cap on God, bro. No cap on God. Got the slushy with the extra cream. Homelander's seen it. Homelander's seen. Pull up in a Maybach, and I got my boy Hazim. 2, 3. I'm done. I'm done rapping. But yeah, like I'm just a random dude. And like if I was like able to like spread knowledge, then like you're able to do anything. Like you're able to spread knowledge, create your passion project, whatever it is. But it's kind of getting cold, and I think this is actually one of my first like good videos. Well, that's just cap. I've made tons of great videos, but like this is a video I think I can just post it, and it'll like be able to like spark intelligence in people. And like I was like not too like I was actually sitting down. Like of course I have the gum in my mouth, so like the way my mouth is like moving, I think it looks weird maybe, but like I just have gum. But like yeah, I don't care what anybody thinks about me, bro. Like I don't care, bro. I'm living my own life because like yeah, what's the point? There is no point. The point is actually everything. So there actually is a point. Like, bruh, why would you care? Why would you like just be chill? That's how I'm so chill. Probably tell I'm a really chill dude. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna stop it here because I'm just yapping now. But yeah, peace out.